and we're at El Gallo de Oro.
We begin this evening at what is currently the oldest cantina in Mexico City, opened in 1874 and holder of the second cantina permit issued by the Mexican government. El Gallo de Oro has weathered the storms of a revolution, the 1918 pandemic, 2 world wars, numerous earthquakes. Tonight, we are doing our part by visiting, patronizing, and enjoying their famous hospitality, drinks, and food.
Violeta, what are you having?
This is a vampiro. It's tequila, tomato juice, lime juice, and I think spicy salsa. It's good. It's very good. I recommend it.
Despite its venerable age, El Gallo de Oro doesn't look 150 years old. It's had some work done over the decades. Perhaps some procedures were better than others, but it still retains that lost-in-time quality that we love in our bars. Comfortable, spacious booths line the walls where one can enjoy a conversation over a bite and drinks. Of course, the omnipresent sports games are on the TVs, but that's a small price to pay for the atmosphere.
One of the great things about cantinas is that they send you some really good food, and Violeta recommended this. What is it, Violeta?
It's a molcajete. It has different kinds of meat in it, and aguacate, nopales, chicharrón. Good stuff. Really good stuff.
And it's served with tortillas.
Food quality is well above average for a
It's like a
cantina,
dozen.
and the drinks were solidly made. Service is friendly and efficient.
Let's try it because I'm hungry.
Yes, let's try it.
This is a great choice for meeting friends for a conversation without having to shout over the noise of rowdy patrons, which we'll experience a little later in the evening.
So, we are at El Gallo de Oro Cantina, and aside from having great drinks, they also have a comida corrida. Estamos en la Cantina Mancera Bar, and it is from 1912, so we're gonna try it out and see how they make their drinks here. We have. We've been joined by Sara. You know her from our Soga episode. Sara and Violeta are here, hanging out with us. Let's go try it out.
Bar Mancera is a Baroque jewel in Centro Histórico. Located in a neoclassical style building that dates back to 1865, this bar just celebrated its 100th anniversary since opening in 1921. It's a genteel location for fans of classic bars where one can order a Negroni or a Martini and know that it will be made according to tradition. Adding to the rich visual atmosphere of Bar Mancera are Tiffany glass-style bar alcoves, leaded glass bar cabinet doors, richly detailed plaster ceilings, an abundance of brass chandeliers, and copies of old master paintings.
So we're at Bar Mancera, and this place used to be part of a hotel. The hotel was upstairs, and the bar was down here, and they had a resident poem who lived...
Resident poem?
They had a resident poet who lived upstairs and came down here and got drunk and wrote his poems on the cocktail napkins. And they have a drink named after him, and they have some of his poetry in the menu.
We're going to drink Margarita Pedro Garfias, the name of this poet, and it's made of tequila, mamey, and coconut.
And can you tell us what is mamey?
It's a fruit. How do you say it in English? Is there a word in English?
I don't think we have mamey in the United States. Do you know?
But probably it's more tropical fruit.
So we'll just no. It's like an orangey fruit, right?
Well, but it's not citrusy. It's like a fruit that it's maybe the most I would think it's more like a melon or something, but not really. I don't know what it is. More cream.
Hola. Hola.
Ah, no, este es como whisky. Ah, ya nos lo dieron.
Es que ahí tampoco puedo, está muy chiquito.
Next to Bar Mancera, but a world away, is La Faena, where Bar Mancera has maintained an elegant appearance and attracts more well-heeled customers. La Faena has aged disgracefully, but in many ways, that just makes it more fun. Both bars were once a part of the Palacio del Marqués de Selva Nevada, the palace of the Marquis of the Snowy Forest. I don't know of any snowy forests around here, but the name is interesting. The building was completed in 1753, and later the building became the now defunct Hotel Mancera. Nowadays, a portion of the building houses La Faena, a restaurant, bar, and bullfighting museum. For those of you who are not bullfighting aficionados, and I have to state here that I am not, a faena is a series of maneuvers in the final round of a bullfighting event in which the matador prepares for the kill by hiding a sword behind the red cloth or muleta with which he slays the bull. In the 1950s, the bar was the meeting place for the Association of Mexican Novilleros, or novice bullfighters. Tonight, the clientele is eclectic. If you don't mind sitting on plastic lawn chairs, eating off plastic tables covered in red cloth, or looking at chipped paint on the walls, this might be the place for you. The cheap plastic furniture feels at odds with the lovely painted floor tiles and chandeliers, but that sort of incongruity is part of the charm. This place is the opposite of fancy. It's loud and boisterous, and people will just get up and dance to the music on the rockola. La Faena will make you feel like you're at a friend's family party.
Our friend Sara was telling us that micheladas are different here than they are in the rest of Mexico, and she's going to explain that difference.
Here we got the traditional michelada from DF, from Mexico City, which Violeta asked for. It's a michelada with cerveza clara, and it has like salt scratchy in the bottle.
What Sara is trying to say here is that the word michelada here in Mexico City is something completely different than the rest of Mexico or the US, because michelada here is just lime and salt. That's it. And in the rest of the country and outside of Mexico, a michelada is like spicy tomato sauce and like a more red drink, but here it's just lime and salt. And then what is a michelada cubana?
And then we have micheladas cubanas, which is with the same salt and lime, and it has also salsa inglesa. I don't know how to say that in English. Worcester sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
And salt and lime, and that's a michelada cubana.
La Faena boasts a full bar, but tonight we ordered beer bolas. The waiter also brought us peanuts and bar snacks.